Hello all, welcome to Pivotal Traders. So today I bring on to you something quite interesting because I was researching about point and figure since last many months, and I was trying to study and its pattern, its behavior, and how we can incorporate into option selling. So that's why you could not see much of a video during the last few weeks, but I do try to bring in some value addition to your knowledge. So that's what now I am available with. So we'll be using let's quickly jump onto it. So we'll be using the directional weekly option selling, and for this, the setup is quite simple as we always do. We try to keep it as simple as comprehensible as much as possible. Okay, so so it will be a directional weekly option selling. Okay, and we will be using directional viewpoints wherever there is a possibility. It's not that we are just forced to be into a directional kind of framework. Whenever we are not into directional framework, we will be entering into a non-directional strategy. So that is the flexibility which we are completely free of to choose whether to go directional or non-directional. Now we'll be using the tools, which is the volume. Okay, we'll be using the volume, we'll be using the price action here, and price action will be studying through the point and figure charts only. Okay, so we'll be using point and figure charts only. We'll be also using the candlesticks, but the major analysis, major decisions regarding the trade will be coming from point and figure chart. So do watch the video till the end. There are many takeaways, and I will try to just pay back the time which you will be spending into this video. So just stay put till the end of the video, and let's see. So point and figure chart, kind of fades away all the obscurity, all the hiccups, all the nervousness which you have before entering into any trade. So this strategy specifically, it happens to exploit the premium which is there in the Magnity futures, and it will take those figures as a point of selling the spot futures, spot option strikes. Okay, so it also uses those phenomena. So we'll be using the Bank Nifty futures figure, and we'll be using shorting all those strike prices which we are acquainted with in terms of the price action and point figure. And fourthly, we'll be using 20 EMA and 200 EMA just to guide us what's the trend in the market, whether it is on the bull side, whether it is on the bear side, with a time frame of 15 minutes to 1 hour, not more than that. Okay, now the margin required is quite interesting. That like this, again, I always keep around the 5 lakh of the margin, but this would approximately requires 5.5 6 lakhs. But more or less, since much of the trades were also will be in the directional, that will just require around 3.5 lakh 4 lakh of rupees, not more than that. And the adjustments would be as per the price action and break even breach. That's what we do always. And the exit policy I have tweaked a bit. We'll be keeping 2 p.m. on the expiry day as the maximum exit time. Before that, we have to exit. Okay, so these are all the points which I wanted to bring in terms of the setup. Now if I talk about what will be there for us, uh, let me just set it up for you. Okay, so before that, I would like to discuss what point and figure charts are. Briefly, I will be developing into this. You can also watch some of the videos. You can read this particular blog by Defined Edge. I'll be also sharing this link in the description. You can watch about it. So this is I found this blog quite easy and useful. It was written by Prashant Shah, and the thing is, like, in point and figure, we have a series of x's, and we have y's. Okay, we have this x's and we have o's. Okay, so each x denotes an increase in the price. Okay, so how much increase? For that, we will define a box. So if the price of a particular index or any instrument increases by this much range, then there will be 1x. Okay, now if the reversal is there, then the reversal below this can only and only happen when this reversal hits the trend by more than 3 points, 3 times. Okay, so let's suppose if our Bank Nifty box is defined as 80 interval. So 80 into 3 is 240. So this increase would be reversed here. It would be cut here the moment it hits 240 points. Okay, then the trend would be reversed. So that's how the price action works in terms of the point and figure. As you can see, you can also read about it, like it you know tries to avoid all the noises in the data. So if there are noises like this, like these all will be avoided, and you will get a clearer picture that the price is generally in a uptrend. So you will not be having any kind of hiccups, any kind of confusion regarding the trend, where it is going, where the price is going. So that's what this point and figure helps you with. It helps you with the psychology of holding on to your trades and not letting it end before the time. Now you can also see here that this example here, that it signifies that if there is a swing, if there is a swing like this, it will only and only happen like if it has breached, like if there is a not a large or significant correction. Like if the price goes only below this, there would be breachment of O's below this X level. Okay, so this O, again, if the price starts to increase, there will be a couple of X's and it will just break on the upper side. So if there are O's down all the way over here, if it crosses this decline, crosses this level, then only we'll see a O formation of O's below this range. Okay, and there are couple of patterns about how this goes, and you can read on onto this blog also about it. But I found this in Investopedia's uh, depiction of the patterns quite simple, so you can just check here. So it can be a triple bottom breakdown. So formation of downfall. Again, the price goes up, down, up, down. So one, two, three. So triple bottom, if it is formed here, the price is coming thrice here, then it will be if it is breaking on the downside, then you sell there. So if there is a triple top, then you buy. Okay, so this is there, triple bottom, triple top. Then there are like a bear flag is there. If the bear flag is breaking on the downside, you sell. If it is breaking on the upside, you buy, because it can be a trap situation. So there are similar patterns which we usually find in the candlesticks, the symmetric triangle, the wedge formation, all kind of thing, the channel formation, all kind of thing, all things are similar. So only thing is that you have to concentrate this on a smaller area, rather than a larger area which obscure your decisions. So your decisions are much simplified, crisp, and it is not faded by any of the noises in the data. Okay, so you just have to look over a period of small area and decide what patterns are forming, how to take the trades, and how to have a conviction regarding a trade, and how to hold on to it till the end of the period. So let's quickly now jump in. I am recording this video for the second time, and for the first time I recorded that, but due to some technical error, there were many corruption in the file, so I could not be able to upload that. So I already did this homework in that video, and I kind of quite fascinating it was about. I did not wanted to give this result beforehand, but that's what is that I already worked upon it, and we got this result, very good result. So let me just delete that. So the idea here is that, let me just tell you about the margin requirement here. So the margin would be somewhere around 5.6 lakh if we are going non-directional. This is non-directional trades. So if we are going directional, then the margin requirement would be just 3.6 lakh or so. Okay, so on an average, you just need around 5 lakh of the capital for running this strategy, not more than that. So what I have done is, uh, I ran this strategy. The setup, you already saw that how I take the decision on the basis of the patterns formed on the point and figure. I take the Bank Nifty's futures figure to short the strike prices of Bank Nifty, and I keep 15% of the cost of hedging, because that's how I calculated. Like we'll be hedging or sells, like I have sold around this straddle here, so I have hedged it with around 60 rupees of the premium, so it comes out to be around 15% of the premium collected. So you can also calculate, you can pause the video and you can calculate how much the hedge cost is coming. So I calculated that 15% would be the hedge cost. So to keep the video very simple, I will only be selling the naked options on both the sides and not doing any hedging, so that our calculation becomes quite easy. And whenever you get the total sum of the profit, you can downscale it with 15% as a hedging cost. Okay, so that will be doing. So what I have done is I wanted to test this for a period of 6 months, and the video was getting quite lengthy. So all these results were there for the period of 4 months. So let's do ahead of this, like after 30th of September, what were the trades which you can take. And in that particular video I was just recording and I was just waiting for a downtrend drawdown, but that was not coming. I was just waiting because the strategy is quite robust, that it was not giving any drawdown. So that's quite a significant thing which I really found very fascinating about the strategy. So let's quickly jump in now to and simulate this strategy. So I'll be using the option simulator by Opstra. It's quite useful. You can also check. So 30th of September, we did enter into a trade, and after that, yeah, this is 7th of October. 7th of October will be entering. Let me just adjust this screen first here and delete all the things here. Okay. Okay, so these are the figures till 29th of September, and let me just correct it a bit and make it suitable. Okay. All right, so this is what is happening in the point and figure. Like in the previous video, like we cannot talk more about it, but yeah, there were many quite takeaways from this. Well, let's try to move forward and try to do the thing which I did in the last video, which got corrupted. So the simple idea is, first and foremost thing is that you have to check where the short EMAs are going. So the 20 moving average is heading towards a higher trajectory, and it defines that with each spike there are volumes on the buy side which is supporting. So with increase in the trend of the index, the volumes are also increasing. Okay, so that's the takeaway here, that the volumes are increasing here. I hope my screen is visible. Let me just adjust it a bit. Okay, let me just keep it here. Okay, so let's just enter into a first trade. So we'll be using a pattern. So a pattern like this, where there was a bull and there was a flag formation, then there was a breakdown, then again the bank nifty took off and had a traps kind of situation here, headed higher, then took a support here, then again headed higher. So like this, very simple to read the patterns. So let me just take a trade based on this. So on 4th of October, we see that a congestion zone is being broken. So a congestion zone which was happening here is being broken here, and the bank nifty is trying to head towards a higher trajectory. Now for that to realize, you can see that the 30th of September was the last expiry, and after that what we are seeing is, for the 7th of October, we are getting the indication of the formation of the point and figure. By the way, I forgot to mention that I am using 80 as the box size and the reversal amount is 3. So if the bank nifty increases by 80 points, there will be 1x, and if a bank nifty falls by 240 points, then it will be called as a reversal. Okay, so yeah. So 4th of October we'll be entering into the trade, uh, and 4th of October at around 9:15, this is For the payoff on 7th of October, so we have 3 months more to test. 7th of October would be the payoff and 9:15. So what do we have here? I think there is some issue with this strike price. Mm, four, okay. This is fourth and say some issue with the Opstra, I guess. So let's just take another expiry. This is not working here. Let's take 14th of October. But what we would have done here is simply you can visualize that the market seems to have headed higher. Okay, so what I will anticipate that it is sticking around the 20 moving average and it should be sideways. So for this, I would not be going into a directional trade because the market is into a sideways movement. It is doing all sort of movement because it has made a black. You see this pattern here, it broke down, again took off, then again broke down, then again broke out. So it's doing inconsistencies. So whenever the price is having consistency in inconsistencies, the market seems to be a sideways. So that's what I will do is I will just simply do a strangle here where I'll be selling 37,200 on the downside and I'll be selling 38,400 on the upper side. So let's just see what happened on the expiry day to get an idea about it. Yep. So on right side you can see that this is the formation of the candles, and let's just check what happened on October 4th and after that. So this is 4th of October. So 5th of October you can see that the expiry was on 7th. Okay, so the expiry was on 7th. We have sold 38,400 and we have sold 37,200. Let's just note that 38,400 it should not cross till 7th. So yeah, so even it did not breach 37,200 on the downside. That's also a plus point. Now on the expiry date till 2 o'clock, what was the point here? So till 2 o'clock you can see that the bank nifty expired at 38,000. Okay, so that means even on the let me just, for the sake of just having a winning probability here, 7th of October 2021, let's just add 1 to PVR just to indicate that we did win, we went right onto this. So I'm not adding any of the figures, just we went winning onto this particular strike also, that the market was sideways indeed within the range which we defined. Okay, now for the next expiry, let's just take a trade here then. So 4th of October we did enter into a trade of strangle, and 6th of October was the Wednesday. 7th of October expiry day, bank nifty was still sideways. Now the next candle which we see is on 8th of October 12:15. Now again this is forming a sideways movement. Now for me, still much of a time is there, or like I can enter into trade on Monday, which can be around 10th. So I'll just wait for it because it has been a quite a long time that the bank nifty is revolving around a congestion zone. So it has to break down, it has to break down, it has to break out, it has to do some kind of movement. So whenever there is a congestion, it becomes very difficult for a directional trade and even for a non-directional trade, because we do not know in what side of the market will try to break, whether there will be a fake out, whether there will be a huge black swan event. So we do not know what is cooking up within this range. So try to avoid this. So we'll again be patiently waiting. Either it breaks on the upper side and breaks this range on the upper side, or it breaks down and exits this congestion zone and comes on the downside. So let's wait for one more candle here and see what has happened. So yeah, it broke out on 11th of October 9:15. We have a trade here. So simply what we'll be doing is we'll be entering into 38,100 puts selling. So 11th of October 9:15. So our entry is 11th of October, expiry on 14th of October. As a payoff date 9:20, we'll be entering 37,000. Sorry, 38,100, because 38,200 it is showing that it has formed a triple top kind of fashion there and broke on the upper side. So 38,100 for a safer side, I'll be using 38,100 as a put to be selling. So let's just take this. We'll be selling 8 lots as I agreed. 8 lots is just 200 quantities, not much. So yeah, this is our payoff graph, and you can see that our losses are also quite limited because the kind of profit that it generates is quite limited. So don't worry about it. Even if like the losses do come, then up till 2 standard deviation we can cut it and exit. Even standard deviation is fine. So don't worry about the losses much here because the strategy is itself quite robust and we're not taking much of a trades. The trades are quite well defined and objective in nature. So let's quickly now see what happened after 30 minutes. After 30 minutes or so, we have a loss of around 10,000 here. So you can also cut your losses if the losses is widening below 30,000. Because on a lot of around 8 lots, you cannot let it run below 30,000. So that's the risk reward ratio you have to maintain. So below 30,000, I should just exit this strategy. So 21,000. 20,000 it's hovering around. Okay, so yeah, 25,000, 34,000. So 34,000 can be the exit point. You can see at 115 it gave this loss. So this would be your first loss. So I was just waiting in the last video about a loss figure, but it did not come. But fortunately for this video, it is still coming. So that's a plus point because we want to test this strategy in the event of a drawdown. So 34,260 we happens to see here. Now what has happened is that definitely this happens to be a fake out. Like the next candle, if you see that there was a reversal on 12th. Yeah, there on 12th there was a reversal. Then again there was a breakout on the upper side. So had it been the case that we did hold this strategy on the next day, there would have been a profit. I think we did something. Yeah. We did a mistake here. We instead of buying, we sold it. That's why this problem is coming. So again, you see that my appetite, like I was waiting in the last video that we should get a loss figure, but we did not get. But nevertheless, again, we are still waiting about it. So not an issue. Let's just rewind this and correct our trade. We should be selling instead of buying. This is so this 11th of October 9:15 we did that. 9:15 this is. Let's just delete this. Get the option chain. 38,100 puts will be selling 8 lots. Okay, this has to be sell. So that's the mistake which I did. Anyway, pardon me. So next day we go, we were into profit of around 31,000. So that's what happened. We took a reversal. So next day again we were quite into a safest territory. So 13th of October, just one day to expiry, we are into quite safer hands here. So again you see that 14th of October is the expiry day and 2 o'clock. Let's just see what has happened on 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock, quite comfortable, quite comforting. This trade has gone on 14th of October expiry. So till 2 o'clock we can clock in around 68,520. So again there is no loss. So 68,520 would be the profit for the 14th of October. Now what has happened is that you can see that after after a breakout from this congestion zone, the bank Nifty is not coming back. Even if it comes back for a small reversal here, it went higher. So that's the beauty of the point and figure. You know exactly when to enter, and you enter at a right moment where there is a momentum which kind of support your directional viewpoints. Okay. Now, if I go further and further, like I have to, we see the breakout on the upper side. So now the next candle which formed was on 18th of October. Okay, so 18th of October, small reversal did happen here, but it's kind of not giving any indication whether this reversal is to be carried forward or not, or what has happened. So let's just wait for another candle, and the next expiry would be around 21, I guess. So yeah, Next day expiry is 21st, and this is 18th of October 9:45. So again we see that 18th of October 12:30, again it tried to break out on the upper side but failed. Now I will be entering into a non-directional trade because I want that the market should take a breather here and try to cool off and take some time to accept a new high, and then it will either try to head higher or just take a dip. So for a very safer strategy, I will be selling 38,000, 39,000. Oh, sorry, 38,800, 38,800, because I see if the Bank Nifty comes back even if here, it will try to spend some time, and it's just hardly any 2-3 days left for the expiry, so it will be quite comforting. Now on the upper side, I will be using a psychological level which is 40,500 because I am more concerned about the upper breakout because the trend is on the upper side. So 38,800 on the lower side. This will be entering on 19th of October 10 o'clock. So 19th of October would be the starting. The payoff would be on 21st and at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, what we see here is 19th of October, 38,800 on the put side, 38,800. We sell 38,800 and 40,500 on the call side will be selling. So quite simple. So this is our non-directional trade. So let's just see what has happened the next day. Next day into profit around 7,000. The next day profit of 19,000. Well luck. So 10 o'clock now. This is the expiry day. What has happened on at 2 o'clock? Let's just see that. So that's our exit point, 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock we have tucked in around 20,920 quite well. So 20,920. So this is 21st of October 21. Okay. So after this we'll be entering into the next expiry which will be 28th of October. So let's see when do we get the signal for it. So this is 19th of October. Price is sideways, did not come back. That's what happened till 21st of October. There were on 21st there was a breakout, and in fact like we sold 40,500. So let's just see what has happened on the 21st of October where we did sell 40,500. What has happened on that? So this is 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st now. So 40,800. So 40,000 till, so you can see 21st of October till 2 o'clock. See, the movement came after 2 o'clock itself. So by 2 o'clock we were able to exit around this vicinity. Okay, you see how the strong rally came on the expiry day after 2 o'clock. So we were able to save. So that's why the logic of exiting at 2 o'clock is quite rewarding for us, because we do not want to be carrying forward or trades till the end until it gets zero. We just want to be exiting at the time when the market can pose a volatility which we cannot patiently ride upon. So that's the crazy thing which we want to avoid. This crazy thing, we are not greedy, we just want to be non-directional, and we just want to take our profit. If we have taken a profit, like let's suppose the strategy has given us for 50,000 rupees. Okay, now on the expiry day, if you're sitting, you cannot let your strategy run below 20,000 positive. If it is hitting, if it is reducing more than 50%, that means your strategy is failing. So you have to exit when your eggs are still in the basket. Okay, so don't lose all of your eggs. So let it fall till 50%, not part any more than that. Okay, so that's the takeaway, psychological takeaway for all of you. Now 21st of October we see that it was quite a breakout on the upper side. Now 27th of October we see that some kind of breather is being taken here. So again we'll try to wait here. Now if I have to take a directional, I can easily take 39,600, 39,800 as a put to be sold here, because I do not want the Bank Nifty to come back to there. Even if it comes back, it will try to spend some time. So I'll just wait for one more candle whether it breaks out on the upper side from here or not. So let's just wait till one more candle. So again it broke out. So now for me it's very easier to sell 40,000 on 25th of October 9:15. I will be selling 40,000 puts. Okay, I do not want, in fact I do not anticipate the bank nifty coming back to this level 40,000, which is psychological, till the expiry date, till the weekly expiry date at least. Okay, so 40,000 on 9:15, 25th of October I will be selling. So for the entry on 25th of October and the payoff on 28th of October, I will be entering into this trade at 9:15, selling 40,000 puts. So 40,000 puts selling at around 126, quite attractive premium here. So that's what let's just forward it till the end of the expiry day. So quite comforting. You see that how well we are into a positive territory. So 28th is the expiry date, 9:20 we are quite positive. So now it is getting little bit challenging. So we see we have a 20,000 rupees profit in the morning. By 10:20 we are down 15,000. I cannot let it run below 10,000. At least 8,000 can be the psychological point where I cannot, you know, trade in. I just refuse to trade in any more of my profits below 8,000. So let's just run this further. 11,000. I'm just waiting for 8,000 to touch. Again, 18,000. Market is rewarding you for the patience. So again, you see 14,000. So it's getting challenging, but you're waiting for either the stop loss on the position hits and you just exit from the market. 111, 120, 16,000. So the market is at around 40,200 something and it's rewarding you. Now 8,000 at around 150. So 150 not came below 8,000, 8,460. So you should keep your stop loss at 8,000 and let's just see what has happened at 2 o'clock exactly. So you see after within period of 5 minutes you enter into a loss. So let's just take whatever loss we have incorporated at 2 o'clock. So you see quite minor loss here. Okay, quite minor loss on 28th of October. Okay, quite minor loss because the bank nifty fell off 996. Had it been the case that we continued this, though it is not advisable and not a part of the strategy, just to be curious about what has happened if we would not have cut our position at 2 o'clock. So you see that how deep the losses would have gone. So see, by 3 o'clock 3:30 it would have gone to 73,000. So that's how this system is protecting you from the losses, how the risk management is there, how the entry and exits are there. So that's how all these are designed in a fashion. So 2000 2500 rupees loss is a blessing for us, isn't it? So so that's what the system is about. If the system tells you to exit at a particular time, you have to follow this, because if you do this consistently over a period of time, you will be profitable. Definitely you will be profitable. So you can see that our wins are more or than our losses. So only out of this 19 figures, only one day, one week we are getting loss. Okay, so nevertheless this does not bother me. So you can see 26, 27, 28, there was a huge fall. So had it been the case that I would have seen this on 27th itself, I would have, exited the trade. So yeah, even if it came back here, you see how much time it is spending. So that was the idea, that even if it comes back here, it will try to spend some time. So exactly the same thing is happening here. Okay, so sorry. So again, we see a sideways movement here. So I will be entering into a non-directional trade where I will be selling. Simply, I will try to be selling here 38,600 on the put side, and on the upper side now I feel that it should not be able to cross this 40,500 level. Okay, just because it has broken down from here. Okay, but I also believe that it cannot go much farther down. So 40,000 500 on the upper side and 38,600 on the lower side. Will be entering into this trade on 3rd of November 11:45. 3rd of November is our entry day for the expiry of 3rd of November itself, 11:45. Let's see what's there in the kitty. Don't worry about the results, just follow the process. Whenever we get the signal, we'll be entering it, whether it is on the expiry day, whether it is not. 11:45. So 38,600 and 4,500. Let's just delete this. 38,600 on the put side, 4,500 on the call side. We sell this and we see what was the result at 2 o'clock. So we did enter quite late here on the expiry day, but this is the part of the process, so we'll just follow it. So by 2 o'clock we have profit of around 870 rupees. 3rd of November 2021. So that's what, like, you can see that this strategy gave us a series of profit. Now once it hits the drawdown, it is lagging onto it. So that's what the drawdown phase of the strategy is. If you would have enjoyed this phase, you have to respect this phase also. Okay, you have to respect it. That's what the mechanic is about. Now let's see what trade is there for the next of the expiry. The next expiry would be on 11th of November. So let's see when do we get the trade. So 3rd of November, 11:45, 145, 215, we have a breakdown. Then again we have a reversal. Then now the market is sideways. So what I feel is that the more of a volumes are coming on the downside. You see, the market fell, the volumes are higher. Market fell, the volumes are higher. The retracements are not that strong. Had it been the case, like here it was quite strong even, but the volumes were not higher. So what I anticipate is that I should be going selling 40,200 very easily, and here 38,200. So that's what my mechanic can be. So 8th of November, 1 o'clock, we'll be entering to this trade. 8th of November, 1 o'clock, for the payoff on 11th of October. Oh, sorry, November. So 38,200 on the downside, 40,200 on the upper side. 38,200 puts, 40,200 calls. So the moment you enter these kind of strategies, you can see that the range is quite wide. The moment you enter, you get a profit. Okay. There are costs regarding the, so we'll be adjusting that. Don't worry about it. So 11th of November at around 2 o'clock, our profit is around 23,410 in this non-directional trade. So how this non-directional trade went off, let's just also check that. So you can see that till 9th there was a breakdown. So 38,200 is our puts. So again it was going sideways. It did hit. So let's just check here what has happened actually on the candlestick. So 3rd of November, so 8th of November, 38 200 is our lower bounce. So 9th of November it was getting 39,000, testing that, having some support. 10th of October having sideways movement around 39,000 psychological level, and trying to break that, broke on 10th of November 315. Then again on the next day it is trying to respect that, and on the expiry day trying to continue that. 38,200 is where we have sold the puts, and we're quite safe because it's the expiry day and it's 12:30. It still hasn't reached there, so quite safe till 1 o'clock also. So you can see how safely we exited this till 2 o'clock. 38,531. Still we were around 330 points away from the levels of the expiry. So that's the beauty of this strategy. So whenever we are entering even on the non-directional, we are rewarded by the market. Now let's just see what more trade we do we have. So the next trade would be on 18th of November expiry. Let's see when do we get the signal. So next signal can be at a point where I see that the bank nifty comes back to this level of this level, and I will be entering into a straddle because here the bank nifty spent much of its time and then took off. Now if it comes back to this level again, it will have a similar kind of reaction. Now, before that reaction, I will also want it to spend a couple of time around it, because what has happened is that it is having all kind of inconsistencies when it is taking a swing. So I will also anticipate that when it comes back to this level, at least 1 or 2 days it should spend there. Now 1 or 2 days is enough for me to have a TTDK. Okay, let's see what has happened here. So 15th of November for this expiry was on 18th of November. So 15th of November, yeah, still one more signal we will be waiting for. So 17th of November we got this signal. This is sideways movement, and it broke down on 17th of November 12:45. So the 17th of November 12:45 will be entering into a straddle of 38,000. 17th of November for the payout on 18th of November. So 1 day straddle we will be taking. Now the timing is 12:45. You see, these kind of confirmations are quite important for us. When do we enter? And we have to follow the objectivity. Don't obscure any of your subjectivity into these trades. Then the system will not work and will not give you results. So 38,000 straddle I'll be selling here. Now let's just see what has happened. So before looking at this, let's just see what has happened and what all heart attacks we were getting on the expiry day. So we need 17th of November. 17th of November, yeah. So 38,000 straddle we have sold. So 17th of November, let's see. So the market was hovering around the same levels. Now 18th of November is the expiry day. 11:45, around 38,000 it is spending time till even 11:45 even. So let's just see what was the payoff on the next day. 12:45, 36,000 profit. Now when you get this 36,000 profit, I have to guarantee that I should be able to take away home 15,000 of the profit, and cannot be accepting any deal below that. That is for sure, because all we need is we have to earn consistently from the market, and we know that the market can backfire at any moment of time. So you have to keep your hands very safe. Don't burn your hands. Just whenever you are into a positive territory, don't let it go away. Just grab onto it and just wait for it. So 1:15, 2 o'clock we exit. So 3:30, 1:45, 2 o'clock, like the bank nifty was around 38,090 rupees, 38,100. So we got rewarded around 53,810. So this is for the 18th of October, 18th of November expiry. Okay, yeah. So the video is getting a little bit lengthy, so but stay put because there are many takeaways here, and this is not being discussed on any of the YouTube channels. So it's quite useful for you, and also the kind of mechanism it is using, it's quite objective. There is no personal or subjectivity into these trades. Now when I told last time, then the bank nifty should come here and spend some time. That's why we entered into a straddle here of 38,000 being a psychological level. Now on the 22nd of November we see a downfall. So the next expiry is on 25th of November, but on 22nd of November we see a downfall, huge downfall. Now it has to be respected by the volume. So the next candle you can see here, next candle came as a reversal, but we can also see quite a lot of volume over here. So now this volume is representing a bulls or the bears, we do not know. So this volume, this can also depend represent a bull. So it does not mean that if the color of the volume bar is red, it means that it is just be falling. It does not mean that. That will only be knowing how the follow up is going. So it might be that the color of this candle is red when the price was falling, but immediately the next candle overtook this fall, so it can be bullish. This volume can be for a bull run. Okay, so just be careful and take this small notes into your trading arena and don't repeat the mistakes. So 22nd of November we see a reversal. Now if had been the case that this volume is on the buy side, it should cross 38,250 at least. Still sideways. Now it is forming symmetrical triangle. Can you see this? Can you see this symmetrical triangle here, this pattern here? It is forming similar kind of thing here. You see here. See. Now, if it breaks on any of the sides, we'll be entering into fits. Let's see what has happened. See how beautiful this symmetrical triangle is forming. Now it broke down. Now I will be entering into a directional trade where I will be selling 37,200 calls. Okay. Now this trade we get on around 26th of November. So 25th of November we don't have any trade for this expiry. So for the next expiry I do have a trade. That is for 2nd of December, and for this I will be having 37,200 calls. So this I will be entering on 26th November 9:15. So this is 26th of November 9:15 for a payoff on 2nd of December. I will be selling 37,200. Directional view, this is, sorry, the calls, sorry, the calls I will be selling. Let me remove the puts here because I'm bearish. Now let's see what has happened during these times. So you see the next day we on itself we are having profit of 42,000. That means the bank nifty moved quite heavily on the downside and it was respecting our viewpoints that it is bearish. Now on 2nd of December 9:20 we are in profit, and this is quite a safe zone for us. Now below 25,000 and cannot accept any deal from the bank nifty. I want from the market guaranteed 25,000. Okay, so that's the whole beauty about the risk management, entry and exit about this strategy. That's why it is quite robust and giving a consistent profit. So at 2 o'clock we have tucked in around 51,980 rupees. That's quite rewarding for us. On a capital of around 3.5 lakhs, this is quite rewarding. And this is for 2nd of December. Okay. Now let's see what has happened until 2nd of December on the price front. So you see, oh sorry, let me just, so there are no rewind buttons on these wires, so that's why I have to use this kind of setup here. So just pardon me if just creating into any confusion. So 2nd of December, you can see how sideways the market was at 37,200 we sold. Market did not come back to it. Okay, so only on 7th of December it did come back, and yeah, we wanted to take a trade anyway. Let's just wait and see. So 7th of December we see that the volume is coming back and it is breaking the 20 moving average on the upside. So 7th of December I will be trading a directional view again, where I will be having a psychological level being sold on the put side. 36,000 puts I will be selling on 7th of December 9:15 for the expiry of 9th of December. So 7th of December for the payoff on 9th of December 9:15 we enter into this trade selling 36,000 puts. So you can even wait for a follow-up candle how the reversal is. So if we just wait, like I just want to enter because what I see here is that it has broken the moving average. That is also important for me. It is also supporting the volume. The volume on the buy side is more than the call side. So that's why I'm bullish here. So just be with the trend, just make it your friend and just be with it. So 36,000 psychological level on the put side I will be selling, which is trading at around 233 on 7th of December, I guess. Yeah, 7th of December 9:15. Let's sell this. Now within 30 minutes of the time it's giving profit of around 10,000. So that's how robust it is. See, profit. So throughout the day, by end of the day, it's just giving 20,000 of the profit. You can just imagine the power of this analysis, how directional view and non-directional, all this cocktail is helping us so much to tuck in much of the profits. So 9th of December, which is the expiry day, 150 or profits are quite stable, 46,000. 46,350 is our takeaway for this expiry, 9 December 21. Now next trade I wanted to just now have a reversal and then follow the breakout. So I want couple of O's being formed here, then breakout and formation of triple top of double top, and then breakout on the upper side. That's what I want from the market right now. So you see reversal, small reversal, then again follow up on the upside, then sideways movement. So 10th December I should be taking into a trade where I can be non-directional. So 36,500 I will be selling the puts and 38,000 on the call side. So this is 10th of December 9:30, 10th of December for the payoff on 16th of December. So the quite long time, so you have to be careful of this strategy at least, because so many days for the expiry and anything can happen. Nevertheless, to be safer, we'll be selling 35,800 on the put side. This is at around 9:30 on 10th. 35,800 and 38,000. 35,800 puts and on the upper side 38,200. Let's see what has happened in the strategy by the end of the day. So the moment we enter into the strategy, it was giving profit, and by 12 o'clock we were around into 5,000 of the profit here. So next day 14th, 15th, quite comfortable, well within the range. 16th is the expiry day, next day 26,000 profit, then within 1 more hour we get around 7,000 more, and 27,000 is the profit on the expiry day at 2 o'clock. And this is 16th of December. Okay, now what I see here is that it is halting, the bank nifty is halting, and it is halting to a point from where it took off. Okay, it took off from down from below there, but it is halting to a point which is higher low. So if it is respecting those levels, that means it will try to break out on the upper side. Okay, and the more it remains above the 20 moving average, the more it will the better chance it has to be on the upper side. You can see the even the volumes are supporting the bull runs. So I just wanted to break now. Now this flag formation is being formed here. You see the flag formation like this. If it breaks it out, then it can head higher. So that's the directionality point which I will have here. I just wanted to break 37,500. Let's see when it happens. So if it breaks down, I will be bearish only below 35,700. Let's see. So it break out on 13th of December 9:15. I will be taking this trade for the expiry on 23rd, 13th of sorry Sorry, the previous expiry was on 16th, so only after 16th of December I can take this trade. So I would have changed this when this would have happened. The non-directional trade which we took before, I would have converted that into directional trade. I would have sold 37,000 puts here. So the payoff which we got here, it might have been magnified here. So this 16th of December, because on 13th of December we are getting the signal that it is breaking on the upper side. So just take a note about it, okay? So you can see that had it been the case that we would have entered into a that breakout, this was actually a fake out. So we would have, you know, be at a loss because 35,800 we sold on the downside, and on the expiry day the bank nifty fell on 16th of December at 111.15. Let me just check the price again. Yeah, let's just check here what has happened. 9th, 10th, 13th, where is the price? 16. So 35,800 we sold. So 16th of December 11:30, 35,800 is not to be touched here. So when did it do that? So it was quite safe. So even if we would have entered into set 37,100, there might be a minor losses there. Nevertheless, the non-directional thing also worked quite well here. Now I think this candle is having some problem with the timing here. Let's just see that. Yeah, this has to be the candle of yeah, this has to be the candle of 17th of December. There is some problem with this data. Okay. Okay, so let's go further now. The 16th of December. Now for the next expiry, which is at around 23rd of December. Now for this, we take a trade on 22nd of December, where we see that the congestion is getting formed around here, and previously this was acting as a support, now should act as a resistance. Now I will be selling when the bank nifty is coming back to this level. I will be selling 35,700 or 35,800 calls here. So at around 9:15 on 22nd of December, let's just sell that. 22nd of December, 9:15, 35,800 calls. Okay. So let's see what happened within 1 day of the expiry. So we have quite easy money here. It's not less, but it's at least saving us from the losses. That's what is more preferable, to be consistently making profit. 4950 on 23rd of December. Now for the last expiry, which is on the 30th of December, let's see what was the point here. So on 22nd of December, we see that there is a sideways movement, taking some resistance at the previously support point, spending some time, and a sideways movement. So I would request that now the bank nifty is again, you see that spending time around the time same area where it spent the previous time. It will try to take some uh, you know movement on the upper side though. So I'm scared that if it moves on the upper side, it can head a little bit more higher, because it hasn't formed uh, a lower low which is significant and kind of comparatively more stark. So I will be comfortably be able to sell a straddle here of at the money on 24th of December 1:15 1:45 24th December 1:45. So I will be entering into a straddle here 24th of December for the payoff on 30th of December 1:45. Let's delete the previous trades here. Straddle where I will be selling at the close 35,000 straddle here. Let's see. So quite liquidative premiums are also there, and the timing is also quite well because we're entering into four around 6 days before ahead of the expiry. Now, the moment we enter into this trade, we see that after around 1 hour we are able to reap some profit, and by end of the day we are into loss of around 3,000 rupees, and the next day the Nifty opens into a loss into a position of around 13,000. I cannot let it run below 30,000, so that is the ceiling we have for the losses. So till 28th also quite comfortable. Only 2 days are left. Now the bank nifty is hovering around the levels where we have defined. Now 1 lakh is, if 1 lakh is the profit around on the expiry day around 11:30, you cannot slide this profit below 70,000. 70,000 is the bargain point for which you have to decide upon the take it or the leave it deal. Okay, so 12 o'clock, 12:30, just keep trailing your profits. So below 80,000 now, because since the movement has gone 10,000 up, also trail your profit by 10,000 up. So below 80,000 you cannot accept. 1 2 o'clock, 1 lakh 9,000 is the profit. So straddle is also quite, you see the most of the profits on this might have come from straddle and directional. So non-directional is giving you some security, some sense of security, but more profit is coming from the straddle. Now let's just see what is the total outcome here. How much is the profit and how much is the, so we do a sum here, and yeah, 28. So this is 8 lakhs of the profit on the capital of around 5 lakhs 80,000. Okay, so this is somewhere around, sorry, we have to also downscale this, the cost of hedging, cost of hedge, which would be around 15% of this. 15% is the cost which we very respectfully is being, able to allow for the market to take from us. So this is the cost of the trade we have to avoid, and there can be some brokerage charges and all. So just keep it around 5% or whatever you can approximate. Let's just do that 5%. Minus, so this would be your net profit 7,21,000 on 5 lakh 80,000, or 5 lakh of the average profit, sorry, 5 lakh. So this is coming out to be, let me just change it into percentage. So 144.31% is the profit here. Okay, so that's the beauty of this, that's what I wanted to bring on to you guys, that this strategy is quite robust, the point and figure charts quite objective and does not obscure your decisions. And I hope you really liked this video and got many takeaways from these. So you see how even when we are directional, we can be, do lot of good stuff here. So within how many days, you see the win ratio here. So the win ratio is almost out of 27 trade, 27 uh, pairs we have traded here, 27 times, only one is into losses. So 26 divided by 27, so almost 96% is the accuracy rate, the win ratio for this strategy. And even if it slides to 80%, even if it happens, even then this profit would be, this percentage will be somewhere around 80% and above, and that is in a period of 6 months. So you can imagine, just within a period of, within period of 1 year, this can compound little bit more aggressively. Okay, so it can go up till 3 times also. So if you have a capital of around 5 lakhs, it can go up till 15 lakhs very easily within period of 1 year. So I hope you like the video. Do comment, subscribe, and let me know how was the process and did you like and follow the process. And if you want me to cover any or more of the topics, any more discussions you want me to cover, please let me know in the comment box. And do comment, subscribe, and also share amongst your peers. Thank you so much for supporting. Have a great day. Bye bye.